Anybody know what's happening? This game is not fun. The cozy theme was a decoy. This game is cute. Let's see how many we can breed. We had a mother and a father. What if we take... Wait, we're starting with 2. They rebreed within... That's some Alabama. Okay, okay. Nice work there at the office. Who's calling? I was relaxing and it looks like a bite or something. The whole arm was bitten off, but it doesn't convert well into a fun gameplay. I'm confused. I don't know what this game wants me to do. But why? And what for? I don't know how to play. Oh, I'm already dead. Okay, this was stressful. I just assume that the... Oh, I have a huge mosquito. I know I can do that. But to be honest, I don't feel like... No.
We're trying to get in.
A damsel in distress. I get it. That's my job. The thumbnail. I'm gonna die. Freeze to death. I'm already dying. Just dying now. And now I'm dead again. Yeah, now it's going good. Oh, but I'm dead. We launched Earth into orbit. Ooh, no! I killed Earth. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Sultra Studio.
Hello and welcome to the 100 followers special stream, pack growth special stream. We do have a little bit of reason to celebrate. 100 people is quite a lot. Can imagine them being all in the room. That's many people. As a game developer myself, professionally and hobbyist, I like games generally, of course. Participating in the Jern Jam game jam. I saw there are quite some entries we could review and replay. I might be a little bit harsh on some points. I might be a little bit soft on some others. I mean, after all, I'm also human and do have a subjective opinion on the games. It was hell a lot of fun to play the games that every other developer who participates in the jam has presented. It was 2 weeks. I worked on my own game. It was heaven and hell at the same time. But this also led my own game to the point where I was a little bit overwhelmed and there was some kind of a game-breaking situation where there was no forward. Nobody knew how to solve those things. I dropped my project but continued it after all because we made so much progress. So let's get to the point, let's get going. We have a theme and that's the fun part of game jams. We get a theme, we have to work around and with a preset theme. The theme is man versus nature. Jams are interesting for creating new ideas and coming up with completely new thoughts. I tried to get through all of the games. We might not play through all of them. I only play those in browser. I might be a harsh critic sometimes, maybe sometimes not. Correct me if I'm wrong, so if you have a different opinion than I do, that's absolutely okay. My rating is not the only one because you guys can also play those games and also give your own rating, which might differ from my rating, because this is a community thing. If we don't involve ourselves as a developer also playing the games, who else would do that? I'm gonna do some critics on the thumbnails first. So if I see this one, this conveys the theme, right? If I see this one, this conveys the theme. There's some nature around it, maybe some mice or some rats or something, some burrows. There's a wolf in the forest. This is, again, man versus nature, and wolves are, I mean, I'm a little bit biased on wolves here. Wolves are a pretty good setting for man versus nature. Rage against Scutch. I'm not a native speaker, I don't know what Scutch means. But rage also conveys this is something, a versus of something. Blobherd, I don't see anything related to the theme here. Surely we develop just for the sake of it because we love developing games. But on the other hand, also myself with my little games, I got a few thousand players, you know? Every one of those may get a few thousand players. What do we do it in the end for? To get some players. We create what we enjoy, and we hope that there's someone else who also enjoys the product that we create. Give your best and try your best to hook them up with something interesting. I like dogs, I'm a very dog-like person. I mean, my whole marketing thing is about wolves and stuff. This is not looking like man versus nature. This is the most friendliest thumbnail I've ever seen. Alright, I hope it's played with cursor. I have a broken finger which is healing like 2 weeks ago. Let's see. WASD movement. Humankind madness for nature's resources has unleashed a horror never before seen. A horror horde of plants rise up from the roots. Yeah, that's for all the plants that didn't get watered on time. I did water my plants like 2 days ago. I hope they won't be part of the evil plants. So ISO Game Studios don't disappoint me. Oh, and the visuals already start really cool, like golden 60s Durante Fonseca. Perez, Salgado, Tejera. 4 guys, that's the maximum of people in a team that were allowed. So far it's pretty quiet. Anybody know what's happening? Where's the game? To be fair, I'ma restart it again. Might be also my mistake, I don't know. Nice visual effects and stuff. It really gives a feeling of possibly might be one of those, I don't know what it's called when you get those old horror movies, like B-reel movies and stuff like that. It just takes a moment to load, it seems. But you guys already played some of those games, right? We give it time. This one really looks promising. I apologize for the delay that's happening, but we got it now. Let's play it. Okay, I hear the attack, the plant is attacking me, and I am shooting, but I have severe lag. I died. But my guy, I can't do anything here. But let's do that in another browser, just to be sure. Have you ever heard of LibreWolf? It's a very secure browser. I use it for... but it's very limited for better safety. Let's try the game in Brave. And now we got instantly music and instantly animations and stuff. So yeah, Firefox can be a bitch sometimes. But also here, lag. I cannot walk, my guy. Okay, I apologize, but I cannot rate this game since I was not able to get a glimpse on the game. Let's move on with the next one. Let's give Burrow Quest a chance. Hopefully this one is playable, because the prior game was not playable. And we have actions and finish turns, so it's turn-based. I love turn-based games. Rotating camera, zooming. There's my mice. Where should I bring it to? What is my aim? So what is my aim here? Okay, we have move and we have jump. Move here, jump there. That's an interesting mechanic. I know it's tough to create onboarding within a jam and turn. Okay, I got it. So what I understand is I choose the action, 1, move. When I press enter, it ends my turn and lets the mouse move over there. Okay, and if I press and turn, then they will be moving. Alright, but what's the catch? So where's the danger? Where should I bring them? Is there a new Burrow? Yeah, onboarding is a very important part. I really don't know. I mean, this game is not fun. It really is not fun. It has no onboarding. I don't know what the aim is. I don't know what to do. Alright, we gotta be fair, we know it's a jam, but we also gotta be fair towards what a game should be, and a game should be fun. There should be some gameplay element to it. Burrow Quest is the second game we play, and Burrow Quest, I mean, I'm sorry if I'm hurting anyone's feelings. It has a nice mechanic, but that's all. It's like a tech demo for the movement system. Let's get to the next submission, Wild Match. I am wolf, you are human. But this wolf is... It does incorporate the man versus nature theme on a completely different level. Very interesting. And I'ma explain you and show you how.
Use that mouse thing to drag and drop tiles and swap them with other tiles. Match 3 or more to reveal my home. Have fun with it. See you on the flip side.
Hey babe, move that thing around. Move the thing around my face. Use this button, babe. Yeah, trust me, daddy. That's what it does. The visuals are very good. Wolves are representation for nature. Maybe one of the representations for nature. We all know the nature of the wild, free wolf. The man versus nature aspect is such a genius way they did it. Nature part is the wolf, and we as a player are a third person in this situation. This gameplay part of puzzles, this is man. And what we should do in this game is reduce man-made stuff to free the environment of the wolf. Like, this is man versus nature on a completely less obvious different level, and that's genius. We just drag and drop and make a match 3. But what I found out is it's not just like your casual Candy Crush thing. You can move them individual tiles several times and bring them to where you want them to be. But I see one more. Wait, like that. Okay, now we cannot move those individually placed tiles. We can shrink the city. I mean, that's literally saving the wolf's nature and getting rid of human-made shit. This one, on a bigger scale, could be a really engaging and enjoyable mobile game.
Oh, so close,
babe. This wolf. Okay, look, but that's the thing. It ain't as easy as it seems. Like, oh, match 3, I can't do that, that's easy. This wolf has a personality, okay? So here's the trick, I found out. In this case, Man vs. Nature does work very well. It's an unconventional way to incorporate the theme of Man vs. Nature. I love it. And it works fine.
Oh,
it's not
so
easy.
close,
Such a simple game, but so challenging. The visuals are consistent, they are cohesive, coherent. The theme is incorporated perfectly, and on a very interesting level, not obvious. Someone really made a good thought about this. The gameplay mechanic is not your casual match 3, it's like match 3+. And it has replayability. And also the audio is very neat. The wolf's voice lines are a little bit unsettling. He has a personality, and it does hook. That's a really, really good game. It sounds biased, but you see my reasons. From game dev perspective, everything is done right. There's literally nothing you can nag about. There are no issues and everything is perfect. UI, UX, BMGs, SFX, characters. The lore is transmitted through the wolf, who's a pretty cool guy, but he also lives in the forest, and we do know that's what happens in the world. Humans do destroy with their airplanes, and with their build big cities, and with cars, with pollution and stuff. We do destroy their habitat. So this is Man vs. Nature on a whole different level, which I have not expected. Anything but obvious, with every part of what game dev should be done right.
Oh, so close, babe.
So I have not found out what Scutch is. What is Scutch? I'm not a native speaker, you know. Pretty cool having the rocks already in the logo. Seems like walls built by humans perhaps. The leaves taking over the font. That's already some kind of Man vs. Nature on a subtle level. This is a very good transportation of the theme already through the logo without having seen the gameplay. After years of savings, finally you bought a small field to start your dream job. Yes! Yes! That's a good one. I wanna plant potatoes. I wanna plant potatoes and salads. Plant seeds to harvest strawberries and to eradicate Scutch. Or Scutch is like bugs or something. Don't let the rage win. Who's my own rage?
A few moments later.
Okay, wait. Instructions. I think the best genuine way of a game is if you don't have any instructions at all. I am reading because I am biased as a game dev myself. I understand the struggles of another game dev. Lovely. There's also a cow. I don't have seeds anymore, so we gotta buy some seeds. Oh, the cow even moves. Sorry, Rage Against Scutch, but there's so much info now on the gameplay. We just play it and see where this goes.
The more you around, the more you're gonna find out.
Oh, that's cute. That's so lovely. They can plant stuff, obviously, because there is a border around it. Okay, we plant. This one looks promising. Oh, also very good animations. The UI is very beautiful. The color setting is nice. The font is very great. The music is very soothing and comfy. That's a cozy, comfy game. Oh, and I have to weed them out, weed the weeds out. Okay. The queuing system is genius. That's also very well executed. I just mixed up watering the plants while they were still loading, while they were still growing, and once they grew, the planting activity got cancelled automatically as soon as the collecting was possible. Okay, we sell 7 strawberries, right? But we don't have any anymore. I think I've... Oh. Oh. Meanwhile, the weeds are overtaking. Oh. Oh, what? Hold on, man. Now I understand why it's man versus nature. Selling strawberries. Yeah, okay, I guess. Oh. Hey, weeds, calm down. I wanna keep my strawberries going. I hate it. I hate this game. Where are my strawberries now? Maybe I just... Life as a farmer ain't easy. He promised that in the description and he's right. After all, the cozy theme was a decoy. Pretty tricky and cool idea that the developer came up with to incorporate the lore. At a specific moment I was like, oh, now I get it why it's man versus nature. Hanging around, planting some strawberries in a pretty nice and cozy environment with cozy music, very wholesome. But once the weeds or the scratch start to take over fields, then it really becomes a versus. This sneaky level of adding the theme throughout the gameplay, it's on par, on the same level of genius thoughts like Wild Match. But from a game dev perspective, even the color spectrum they chose, everything is so warm and cozy, not oversaturated but also not too dull. A very relaxing vibe. There's hell a lot of things they did which is really good. Blob. Every RPG has blobs. Blobs are in every kind of game that we have, in any kind of game that we have played, we encountered blobs. Okay, so what do I do? Food. Oh, and they're dying. I do need to feed them. Oh, this one loves me. Oh, and they gave me a diamond. And this one is also pretty cute. It's lovely, it's cute, the visuals looking good. The idea of Tamagotchi-like systems is pretty neatly. They don't love me, they love each other. Don't watch this is time. Don't tell your mama. So when they are hungry, they just get themselves some food. There's enough of food. You wanna have more diamonds? This game is cute. Let's see how many we can breed. We had a mother and a father. What if we take... Ooh. I think there's a problem with this game. Wait, we're starting with 2. And they rebreed within... That's some Alabama. Blob. Wholesome and very cute Alabama blobs. Theme is 100% missed. I was nagging on, oh, the thumbnail doesn't show anything man versus nature. There is no man versus nature. But someone actually made some progress in his own developing stuff. His own developing skill set. And it's cute. I mean, it has potential for something. Okay, let's move on with this one. That's very beautiful, to say the least. This is aesthetically very pleasing, very cohesive. I like the little ornaments and different kind of flower variations. Selecting a rose ends the game in instant failure. Yeah, as beautiful as this is, I think this will go to miss the point. This is only nature. There is no man and there is no versus. Because man versus nature is something like there are difficulties between man and nature, and they have to be overcome. Of those we have only 2, this would be easy. Here we have Lily of the Valley, here we have Lily of the Valley. The same type of flowers. We have an information how many there are. Not roses, we don't take roses. I get the coziness in this. Aesthetical design, the cohesive design, the coherent design in this one. Is the cherry on top. Smoothly animated. I like that. I was about to nag that it's not that cozy, because we have a timer and there are some movements and stuff, but once you get it, it's pretty easy. I already feel in a meditative state. We won. Okay, okay. Sorry, but I have to be harsh like this. The theme is missed. Moving on, a short, fun point and click. Point and click is good for someone who just broke his finger and not wearing his, I don't know how it's called, the sleeve. People bitten by various things found around Australia. Yeah, Australia is a setting which is literally man versus nature. You don't have to explain it. Man versus nature is equaling Australia. There is no other place on this world which is more man versus nature than Australia. There is an in-game tutorial. Okay, that's good. Watch out for people panicking over little things. So yeah, hypochondra, or how it's called. Yeah, some people be like, oh, I have a headache, I'm dying, and it's like, how much water did you drink today? Oh, you drank 2 coffees, but some of them are bitten by something dangerous, so we gotta save those. A very rough art style, pre-RPG, RPG. How this sounds like a frog does make a sound. I like fun in games, it's cool. We are some kind of a doctor, right? I can only skip. And skip is usually not good. Skip means I am skipping something. Okay, just a confusion. It should be something like next or proceed. You're gonna be answering calls from tourists who messed with Aussie wildlife. Now we have someone who is calling in, seems to be sick, and we have to find out what is going on. I'm stressed because there's time running. Ah, okay, I can choose an action. I can look up stuff. Topic missed? Not on this one. Can you describe the symptoms? A redness. Very painful. We don't know anything, but we know redness, itchy and swelling. Great white shark is rednecks. Rednecks. That's quite some options. It's interesting. I'm missing a little bit of music to accompany. Are you able to send a photo? Yes, sure thing. Oh, a mosquito. Diagnose him with mosquito dings. Workday is over. We just saved someone from the Tsinghua virus, whatever is in China going on with the mosquitoes. We're just waiting for a call. I've got this weird mark. Looks kind of like a bite or a rash. It's not marine life, it's not a mosquito, and it's not a gumpy. Also not black house ant. Yeah, what were they doing? Looks like they were relaxing, just doing nothing. I don't think a great white shark bit him. It was gone before I could get the photo. It took their arm. It took their arm. What do I do? Huh? Yeah, bite area photo. Let's see. What the f? I was relaxing, and it looks like a bite or something. The whole arm was bitten off. I don't think a great white shark bit him. It's a shark. It's definitely a shark. It's a shark. Yeah, we saved another person. This game is interesting. This has potential for a big title. You guys know this one game where you have to like check documents and stuff? The whole game is happening on one screen. Like you gotta check the papers and pass or not pass. Indie game that really went big. This has a similar potential. Nice work day at the office. I'm gonna get me a coffee. Oh, calling. I think I've been bitten by some. Or this might happen. We're in Australia. We get bitten by everything. I'm here for rating games, but this one has the potential to hook me for several hours. It's visually not the most pleasing, but the depth. 10 different bites, each with many different symptoms, many patients to interact with. 10 out of 10. I don't think a great white shark bit him. Let's move on to some butterflies. I mean, I'm already doing this for 2 hours and I'm a noob streamer. I'm not so motivated anymore. Let's get straight to the gameplay. Yeah, I don't like it. The idea is good. I got another match. I got another combo. Whatever this is. It's not that fun. Fair. I would say it did miss the point. There is no man versus nature. I could also glaze it a little bit. The visuals are pretty okay. The music is interesting in the background. Sounds like a Arabic instrument. The mechanic is interesting. That's basically the most interesting part of the game. This one with a fixed axis and being able to push the blocks is a new mechanic, but it doesn't convert well into a fun gameplay. Next one, Rift of Echoes. Now we got a 3D game this time. WASD and PL. Action left click, right click, space. Shift run. Okay, what do? We do like audio frequency stuff. Defend nature from the destructive evil of deathcore using the experimental resonator in this ecopunk adventure prototype. That's cool. There's something that wants to destroy the forest and the woods, and we're like, no, f you. Huh? The approach is good. There is an evil that wants to destroy nature, but man is this time on the side of nature and wants to defend it. What is this? What do I do? Okay. I don't get it. So I have this resonator thing. And I'm destroying this. Okay, that's the bad thing that I have to destroy. But I can't click here anything, I can't do anything. Yeah. Oh, acceptable. But it's enough to destroy this evil man-made thing that destroys our woods. Oh, my game dies. Wait, what is up? Music is playing. I'm confused, I don't know what this game wants me to do. And that's bad. I'm not here to find out. Another very interesting approach. Fighting with a resonator frequency tool and destroying some machinery. No, dude, no. No. This... I call it broken, there's nothing happening. Oh, no, I actually missed the point. No, the point is there, but it doesn't happen in the game. There's nothing about it. There is a little bit of gameplay. There's one system of gameplay, loading up the frequencies, and that's fun. We had a good start. At the beginning we were at the bad start. Nature Strikes Back didn't work. Burrow Quest delivered a very good pathfinding system. Wild Match took the cherry off the cake in an instant. Raged Against Scutch demanded to share the cherry. We don't talk about this. Labyrinth delivered beautiful and elegant aesthetic. I don't know what the f did this one. CRIKEY took it over the top and added 2 cherries on top. Flutterblocks with a very unique new block pushing match 3 system, which didn't work well in a game environment. Rift Echoes, it's a good idea. There is also no gameplay to it. There's nothing happening. I want some games like Rage Against Scutch, Wild Match, CRIKEY. That's the stuff that's fun. We are about to expect a good approach for a very interesting game. I don't know how to play. We are in a kind of dungeon world, and there is an element of man. You are playing a man. And an element of nature. You are surrounded by nature and can interact with it. Here we can fish, rocks and wood. We do have a map. This map will be our dungeon guide. We have a lot of resources, and those resources are needed to unlock the next stages. For this one we need a key, and we do have 1 key. Oh yeah. See, there are enemies, right? And this is the fun part. I can only click them, but moving and attacking can be timed so well that I can even dodge. This game is also very promising to be interesting in the long run. No, run homebo, run. Oh no, I got bit. That's the part of versus, right? There is man, there is nature, and there is some versus element. Oh, but it also has its flaws. And now we can collect even more stuff. I know where this game is going, so let me just quickly run through it. The gameplay is just point and click. That's all there is, and the rest is up to you to have enough skills. With limited resources, the gameplay can be even more interesting. Here I could collect wood, but I don't need to. I could take health, I don't need to. Well, maybe the keys is the only resources that I'm taking here. We can buy a new weapon. And you know what I did? I did not buy a new weapon the last time that I have played. Because the mace is short. The sword is a short sword, it seems. The halberd was not a choice before. Let us take the halberd. Oh no, it's a short weapon. What the f? It's an inconvenience. Although it's a pretty polished, very interesting game, very cozy, very cute, easy to play with simple tap, point and click, and the combat system is also easy to understand, but not easy to master. It has its challenges, its skill-based challenges. It's more like a gameplay demo for what this game could have been if the developer had more time. Could be really great standalone game. Yeah. Oh, I'm already dead. I'm dying. Oh, no. Oh, no. And barely can hit my enemies without getting hit myself. Should be a halberd. You know, halberds are very long-ranged weapons. Maybe the graphic is just missing. The boss might even one-hit me. Yeah, we won. This game has a start, it has some mid-game gameplay. I like the color palettes that are chosen. They are not so super saturated and not so super glossy. The UI, this UI though, this looks good. These design elements look like the Caesar thing, what it's called. But mid-game there can be do some adjustments. For the complexity of the game, 2 weeks. That's quite a job to get all of this done. And we have different weapon choices, different resources, different type of enemies, combat system, health system, inventory system, map system, and since I have played this twice, it is also randomly generated. That's a cool, enjoyable game. The tortillas are killing me. This tastes like shit. So I decided to make a really nice platformer called Act of God. Ooh, that's like the highest form of nature. Unfortunately, I did not get everything I wanted to add. Yeah, that's what happens to most of us. Gotta keep the scope realistic. That's what every game dev stumbles upon. He plans on continuing working on the game. Now that's a thing. That's something that also sometimes happens. Through game jam, people find a cool idea that they pursue after the game jam to add everything they assume being capable of doing so. The 10 most costly climate disaster last year caused 229 billion US dollars in damage and killed around 2,000 people. Oh, this is pretty cool. Unlocking the question marks adds information to real-life man versus nature situations, like climate change disasters in this case. It's a learning experience, a gaming experience, and the man versus nature aspect is not fiction, but taken from real life. Oh, water is rising! Now that's a surprise! Now look, does the water rise when I read 2025 Pakistan monsoon floods? Oh, and the level causes a flood, matching to the fact. Yeah, the puzzle platformer elements are not so much fun, very casual. Jump left, 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 left. They're not interestingly designed. I suggest you to go through some GDC topics on level design. I remember an old game from early 2000s which was similar like this, and they also were fairly simply designed on platforms. Like the placement on platforms was just like that. Just left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, this was stressful. What's going on? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, this one might already be theme missed. I hope people don't take it personally. It looks like an aesthetically cohesive design. I assume there's also not much man versus nature aspect. Outwit nature's sneaky shadows. You know this one show where we asked 100 people, which term do you connect to the topic nature? Shadows wouldn't be in the top 10. None of this does change the fact if the game is fun or not. It's a cute blob, the animation is nice, the music is great, the color choices are very great, very good. They do work well together. You know what I really like here? The movement is nice. There's a good gravity, good bounce back, like it seems like a bounce back. Friction is neat. Toggle the light by pressing. Oh, it tingles something in me. I love it. Okay, but what does it do? Am I in a different dimension now? Yes. I could technically, I get it. This is fun. It's still not man versus nature, but it's fun. This is a parallel dimension, and wherever I stop in the midst of the wall is still there. To see hints, press E. Reveal objects in the dark. Okay, I can't go here. Like straight in your face. here is another difficulty of an obstacle that is sharply introduced. Oh, that was my mistake. The last death was not bad level design. Game reloading. But I'm gonna give it another chance. This one already counts for me as topic missed. But other than that, the game is fun. New challenges have to be introduced step by step, gradually. So the player is not surprised by, I don't know how to do this, I have never done it, and it already is so important that I might lose a life. And once the player got it, done once or twice, then something like that, easy. It's not a personal attack. There is no man versus nature. There is none. If explained, it might be interpreted as, but the game doesn't do that. Even though the games missed the point, I glazed them. But glazing and yes saying doesn't bring any progress, except if it is. And there's screenshots. The screenshots look... Oh. We are fighting a deadly illness that kills the animals. Catch them, save them, tranquilize them, scan them. Pretty scientific. That's cool. This makes things a little bit more interesting. You know what? Let's do that. I mean, if they do offer controls for controller, why not? Intro cinematics. Now we are talking. This hooks the player. Like, also me.
Should be arriving soon. I'm just waiting for satellite imagery.
If there are like wilderers, I'm gonna punch the shit out of them. He got guns. Now that's interesting. Yo, calm down, you're tranquilized. Scanner, press F on the keyboard. That's an interesting way for a game with man versus nature. Well, I understand this a little bit. Family Felidae, that's sounds like the Latin word for feline, because it's a tiger. The opposite of canine. Infection status, highly infected. Oh, that's very scientific. Gotta tranquilize 5 of them, and it's also pretty well done. It's not like the information is bullshit.
But the tigers became very aggressive.
I am hooked, I am interested. This is one of those games where you can be fully immersed. That sounds more like a 22, maybe a very weak 22.
Data upload successful.
Ah, okay, the trigger is where I look at, not where I stand at. So it's not overlapping, but it's more like where the camera points at.
Got it. Updating records. I'll send you the coordinates for an airdrop.
This is a very slow-paced game.
Coordinates coming your way.
We got the cure, let's cure the tigers.
Confirmed. Treatment successful.
And we got
These
messages.
ungrateful scientists simply do not understand what I have created. This will revolutionize animal intelligence. I'll show those fools in Congress when this initial trial is complete.
Oh, there's an evil scientist. Now it's man versus nature versus man, while nature versus man and man versus nature. That's intriguing.
I'm hiding in the lab, but the animals are trying to get in.
A damsel in distress. I get it. That's my job. I gotta save them. Oh.
Alright, that's enough data.
Oh.
Something terrible happened.
I like this. A man with ripped off limbs, sick animals, notes from scientists, a memo from a woman, animals trying to get in here. Maybe some experiments went wrong.
I told Dr. Kane this was a mistake, but he insisted we move to immediate testing. I guarantee he didn't even get proper approval.
In science, some things happen without proper approval. I am hooked on the lore. Absolute cinema. Oh, Lana worked on this one. Oh, she was the voiceover. She's also streaming right now, so let me just sneak in. You know, I gotta spill the beans once in a while. There is something mysterious happening. I wanna know. I just wanna know. They created a lore. And a lore is nothing that you write in the description. This wouldn't be enough to create a lore that hooks the emotions and the thoughts of a player. The introduction, a cinematic introduction. This gave a feeling. The music added up to the lore something mysterious. Interactions between player and whoever was in contact with him, sending him coordinates and stuff like this. This added another layer of lore. You have some big corporate who cares for this environment, and there's some kind of a super elite guy to be the park ranger kind of, but a badass park ranger. All of this, it really works hand in hand. And the scattered messages laying around, optional. It's like, if you don't care, you won't get it. But if you do care, the additional layer of lore through the dialogues of the memos add an additional layer of depth and intensity, and it makes the whole game intriguing. It's interesting. I wanna know. We saved the animals, but this one doctor was like something like, oh, scientists don't value my work or something. It seems like it's human-made. It's not a natural cause. And additionally to the female memo, the animals gone mad, dangers of the experiment, all of this, think I know, but I don't know. I wanna know. And that's intriguing lore. A simple tale of a shipwrecked man trying to survive and find his way home. Shipwreck, problem. Survival. Trying to survive and find his way home after a shipwreck is like, what is your enemy? And everything he has around him is just nature. So man versus nature, this one is already on point. How long am I streaming? 4th hour. Besides game dev stuff, I am a prepper, crisis preparedness and stuff, and bushcrafting is part of it. So going out in the nature with a big backpack and making a fire with fire stones and stuff like that, that's my topic. Maybe we can build a water filter out of charcoal, some cloth, some rocks, some sand, in a different order, sand then rocks. Maybe we can filter water. Then we need also a pot. Because if it's filtered, it's just filtered from particles and stuff, but not from bacteria and viruses. As a survival pro, well, semi-pro hobbyist, I would say I skip this. I am biased because I like the topic, okay? Not because of the game. We got hover states, so I know what is interactable here. The visuals do look good, actually. It's pretty cool. Fairly rough pixel art, but it does explain and show visually what is going on. If you had a little scrap and wood, you might be able to make an axe. I know. Actually, my first action as a survivor would be to check on resources from the ship. You found 2 pieces of scrap. Very good. You don't have enough wood for a fire. Oh. So here's some loading bars or some indicators that time does change. Give an impression of time actually having some weight in the game. I understand the game already. I don't know if I can play it to win. Okay, so we have daytime now. I can't make a fire. I need to collect wood. You found 0 days worth of food and 3 of wood. Hover states would be also pretty cool with when you're hovering something. And now it's too late for everything. You found 2 pieces of scrap. We got scrap. We got wood. I can make an axe. Oh yeah, now we're going. Is this like a different background image, or is this some kind of shadow overlay? Even the ship is lit a little bit. This feels cozy. You managed to make a decent axe out of scrap, so this is my workbench. Yeah. I'm getting hungry soon. You axed out 6 pieces of wood. Now I have a fast way of creating wood, but food can be found here. It's too late for that. And it's too late for that, and it's too late for that, and I don't have fishing gear. You feel more tired than ever. In the night you sleep forever. I died! So in this game, and trying to figure out what the highest priority is for the next actions, I don't even have time to talk about it or criticize it. This is not the AAA-ish graphics. Nobody cares. It's cohesive. And if it's cohesive, it stays within a specific style. Programming-wise, everything works. There is no bugs. Here everything works. And it makes all kind of sense. But I'm gonna die. I don't have food, I don't have water. I don't have a health meter or a thirst meter, so I don't know when I'm starving or when I'm dying of thirst. But I know I need scrap and wood and food. Let me see if I get food. Yes! 2 days worth of food and 4 of wood. But I'm dying of thirst. You die. Game, do it again. One more round. And now I'm dead again. Yeah, that's quite some scrap. I'm happy. I'm dead. I died of thirst. What the f? Yeah, now it's going good. Oh, but I'm dead. And I'm dead. And I'm dead. I'm dead again. Yeah, no, it's done. The actual survival rule is 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. Day 70. It is a success. I got it figured out. Yeah. Now it's going good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we have a fishing rig. And now things are going well. There's no way to not survive this from here on. My guys, this game is awesome. After more than 5 hours, I'm really done. I'm beat. Yes, we do love game deving. Yes, developers develop because they love it. But it doesn't mean it's all good. Please don't be offended if your work's not that good. And some of the entries are like, it's okay. Some others, on the other hand, were so polished and so good, I assume those people could way more and create really great games if they would. But there is a reason why they do jam games and not a standalone project, like me. I participated and I fucked up. I cancelled my project. I am the real fuck up who didn't even participate, okay? Many of you guys, and me included, we still have to learn quite some. And with these words, I also have to learn how to make games to be for casuals who are not involved in the deving process and do not have the understanding for the struggles and for the obstacles. How to make games where those people will also say, that's at least decent. Good luck to us all.
Sultra Studio.
This game jam took everything from me. I joined with the words, oh, I don't know, I haven't made a game in a while, let me de-rust my skills, and didn't de-rust my skills. This game jam de-rusted my skills and upgraded me to 300% of my capabilities and capacities that I ever had before. So yeah, I had a lot of fun, but it also was nerve-wracking. And then I encountered an issue which I wasn't able to solve. I solved it. Now it works. A different path to the same results. There is not only one way to get there. This really triggered my I don't know, it's a lot of fun. Imagine you create something and it's better than you have ever did before, and you learn something and you adapt your new knowledge while developing. I was in a dopamine rush for 2 days before I had my downer and was absolutely questioning my sanity for another 2 days.